Did you know that animals actually have healing powers? The folks at Aurora Baycare know this very well, and they wanted to introduce us to some furry friends of theirs, Rosie the horse, Willow the dog, and Lizzie the cat. It's amazing how they can help sick people.
I'm Sue Binsfield, and this is Rosie. She's a pet therapy horse here at Aurora Baycare Medical Center, and we come to visit the patients. I started volunteering at Manor Care over 3 years ago with my pet therapy cat Lizzie, and almost 2 years ago I started volunteering at Aurora. A friend's daughter was a patient here, and I found out that they had a pet therapy program. Well, I started bringing the cat, Lizzie, and was talking about the other animals I owned, and miniature horses have a very calm disposition. They're usually good-natured and quiet, and I thought she would make a good pet therapy animal, and she has. I've had many wonderful visits at the hospital, from small children to the elderly. I love to hear the stories that they tell you. Some just have a story. Some it's more about the therapy itself. Rosie has comforted a man that was going to pass away from cancer, and that was very reassuring to his family, his wife, his daughter. That was very nice. Lizzie has done other miraculous things. Coma patients. Very good with coma patients. They're surprised and happy to see Rosie. Those are the happy visits. You know, everyone is, oh, happy, there's a horse here, and everyone is happy. The staff, the patients, their families, it's very happy. Lizzie, they're happy to see her, but a lot of times it's more intense of a visit. I go to all areas of the hospital except for the cafeteria, surgery, and labor and delivery. That includes the ICU, the intermediate ICU, pediatrics, everywhere. I think that if you have a pet that is calm, quiet, good-natured, easygoing, friendly with people, and you have the time to give, it's very self-rewarding. I get a lot out of the program. I would never give it up. I've been busy farming the last several weeks, and I'm going into pet therapy withdrawal, so I'm glad to be back.
Hi, I'm Kathy Lamont, and I'm a volunteer with Pet Therapy Department here at the Aurora Baycare Hospital. And I usually come up about once a week, and we visit patients on the floors, and also we go to Lombardi Cancer Center, and we go quite a few places around the hospital. This is Willow, and she's a mixed breed. She was from the Bay Area Humane Society. They had found her out in the woods, and so she's a shelter dog, and now she's a pet therapy dog because she just loves getting petted. The first thing you have to do is get your Canine Good Citizenship certificate, and that can be done like a Packerland Kennel Club or a Gold Rusk. And that's I think it's about an 8-week course, and it's mainly an obedience course where they learn to sit, they learn to stay. It's basically good manners for your dog, and they have to be also like dog friendly if they're approached by people or other dogs or other animals. They can't get alert, or they have to just remain calm. All the animals are with the Therapy Dogs program, and it's Therapy Dogs Incorporated out of Wyoming. And all the dogs have to pass a test. You have a person who comes and tests your dog. It's about 4 or 5 pages of different things they have to do. And we went to a local pet store, and they saw how they reacted. They went to a nursing home, and they reacted with the dogs, with the people there. And then your last test when you come to the hospital, so they don't be alert, so they aren't startled by the sounds in the hospital or the smells. And so they have to remain calm. It's mainly if the dog is friendly, it has a calm demeanor, and it just is well-mannered is all it is. So it's really not hard, it's just the basics. People are admitted to the hospital, they can check off if they want to have a pet therapy visit or not. And so then Tracy will give us a little clipboard of different patients, usually about 6 to 8 people we visit during the day. And I've had some people, like, we had one lady, we went into her room, and she was in a blanket, so she couldn't really use her arms. And so Willow walked over to her, and she kind of, I don't know if she really, but she just put her head on the lady's shoulder. And so that was really sweet. Then we had a man who he couldn't verbalize the thoughts that he had, but he always had dogs all of his life. And so Willow got in bed with him, and she was laying just right, and she had her head laying on his lap, and he actually got tears in his eyes, because I think he didn't have to communicate with his dog by talking. It's just a real nice connection that she had with him. It's always wonderful for me to hear their pet stories, too. I love hearing their animals that they had when they were younger, that they have now, and it's just fun to be able to share their life for that little amount of time.